Hey guys, it's Homie here, and I want to welcome you to my first impressions video of the Division 2. If you pay attention to any of my other videos, then you would just know how much I've been looking forward to this game and to finally be able to play it. Man, it's just, I'm so excited to talk about it and to show you guys a little bit of what I've done in the game. Now, so far I've played around 11 to 12 hours. What's on the screen is from my older video, but I've played extensively throughout the game for the most part, and I'm here to tell y'all exactly what it is and if this game is really worth buying or if it's worth passing. So let's start off with the good stuff that Division 2 has to offer, because it has a lot of good stuff to offer. And I'm going to just start out with probably my favorite part, and just how alive the world is. Like, there's just so much you can do now in this game, and there's just so many things going on now. And like, if you played the Division 1, it was kind of empty. You'd run around the streets of New York, and there'd be maybe some thugs just, sitting out, scoping out a cat or something like that, but it was nothing serious. And it wasn't until they added their last update, in which they added that one area with all the super hard guys, can't remember it right off the top of my head, that it really felt like there was a big presence of people on in the world. However, in the Division 2, every corner you turn, there's an enemy there, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It feels alive. It feels breathing. The city feels like it responds to you, and you end up responding back to it. Now, the second thing I really like about it is how they streamlined a lot of the gameplay. And by that, I mean when I'm talking about when you pick your skills, not when you pick your skills, but necessarily when you put your skills on, your weapons on. They give you different views, they give you different stuff to do, all that kind of stuff, just to make the game more personalized and for you, and just it's quicker. You know what I mean? It's like going from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. It's very smoother, it's nice, and it's just it's beautiful too. I can't even lie. This game is beautiful. The graphics are very nice. I mean, so some cutscenes a little iffy from here and there, but just the world itself is just a beautiful world. And there's the rain, and then there's like this thunderstorms, which I didn't even expect. And like, you see the lightning flashing, and it's like loud, and you get your headphones on, you hear it crashing, and the rain falling, and it's immersive. And they do a really good job of just showing you like what this engine can do. Now, one of my favorite parts about this game is projects, which should be on the screen right now. And projects is just another way to find blueprints. And honestly, I really like it. It kind of forces you to do more stuff in the world. Now, me, I don't really use my blueprints as much as I probably should, but you still see me going out there looking for them and finishing all the necessary requirements to, you know, finish the project. And I mean, I think I finished a few of them, already, but I haven't really used them. But I still haven't finished. So if I need it, I can go get it. But it's just, I don't know. It's just another part. It's like another thing to do. And in a game where in Division 1, where it felt like there was enough to do, where you felt a lot lost at times and bored, this game, there's an abundance of things to do. Like, if you can't find anything to do in this game, that's your fault. And then they added in a lot of stuff that you get from a lot of looter shooters nowadays. There's public events, and like on the screen, I mean on the when you go to the map, there's gonna be these question marks, and you go to the question mark, and that's a public event. And it's, I don't know, it's refreshing, and it's weird I'm praising the game for something that other games have been doing, but it's just for the Division 2, it's current. It happens. It's every second there's another one going on. You don't have to wait. Like, I remember in Destiny 1, you're sitting there waiting. Destiny 2, you're sitting there waiting. Like in Destiny 2, there's some bounties where you literally have to sit in like free play and just wait, and it could take hours for the event to pop up that you need. And this game doesn't do that. Like, there, you finish one, you leave that area, like 2 minutes later, the same event's going on in that area, so you know where to go to finish certain things. And so they've added a lot of new stuff. They added strongholds, which when I finish those, I post videos in, which is a much needed part of the game. And then they added just so much other stuff. And DC is so diverse, and they fit this very well into the game. There's just so much to talk about this game. So much good, so much fun that you can really just go over the game. Now is just It's my favorite so far. I was looking forward to it, and they didn't disappoint. And from my point of view, even from right now, this is a must buy. If you love looter shooters, if you love games that's gonna make you grind and all that, this is the game. There's no lacking of content. You're not gonna be bored. You're gonna be challenged. This game is a challenge. Um, you can get by on knowing from Division One, but if you really want to be good, you're gonna have to start strategizing. You're gonna have to use use your skills. You have to use your perks. You have to use all your stuff wisely so that you can be successful in this game. And that brings me on to another part I like about this game, and that's just how they added a lot more tools for you to use. So one tool I really love is the chem launcher, and you can do like a fire starter thing, which puts this gas of fire, and you shoot it and it explodes. They have the riot glue stuff, and you shoot that, and people get stuck in it, and then they can't move, and you can shoot them. And it's just it I don't know. It brings a new style of play to the game. It brings a new way when you're playing with friends. How exactly are you going to adjust? And I think that's awesome. Like I think it adds more ways to play. I started playing around with the remote sensor capabilities from the Pulse, and it's amazing. Like it's just like I said, it's just a way new style of playing, and it's so different from the first game where you had just the regular Pulse, and now you can have a remote Pulse, and you can still have the regular Pulse, and then you could have a uh, you could have a jammer pulse, which acts like an EMP, and you could have just so many different ways to play. Like even the shields has different types of shields, and there's just so many different types of just other types of skills in this game, and it just allows you to play your own way. And I feel like it's just one of the best parts of this game, one of the most fun parts of this game, one of the things I love about this game. Besides just it feels so open, so alive, and I just want to go everywhere. I don't want to stop. I don't want to I don't want to stop for anything. I want to just keep running around. I want to just keep finding stuff. I want to just keep exploring this world until there's nothing left to explore. Now, that's not to say that this game is perfect, because no game is perfect. And in this sense, this game does have some bad things that happens in it. It's hard to say it bad because it's not necessarily like game breaking or like horrible. One thing I just dislike about the game is the game balancing. Now in Division 1, it balanced to the lowest player in your group, so you could literally, when I used to help my friends out who were lower than me, I was level 30, my gear score was whatever, and they're like level 8, so I would go and join them, and it would go to their lowest score, so they'd be, let's say, like level 8, so it would make it like level 25 for me. And when I make it level 25, I couldn't even die. Like I could barely get hit. When I say I could barely get hit. Like they'd be shooting me, and my shield, like my health would just go straight back up as soon as it comes up. Like they couldn't stop it. But in Division 2, they changed that. They made it so it scales to the highest player, which I feel like that works if you're the highest player, but for me, I'm an aggressive player. If you're a defensive player, but me, I'm an aggressive player. I like to get in close. I'm used to playing solo, so when I play with friends, I make that mistake and I end up dying every 5 seconds. I'm running through, like recently I was playing with my friends who been playing a little longer than me, and it balanced out to level 12, and I'm level 4. So it raises your skills up. So like your guns hit a little harder, your skills hit a little harder, all that, but you're still level 4. So you're still getting 1 shot, 2 shot, depending on the enemy and depending on the gun type they're using as well. So I don't necessarily like that. If you're a defensive player, it probably doesn't mess with you at all. Defensive player, it probably is just the same thing. It's probably just annoying every once in a while. But for me, who's an aggressive player, it is very annoying. You do get the added XP bonus as playing with higher players, but at the same time, for me, it's just too much of a hassle. It's too much of a hassle, basically having, surviving like 2 legs for it, and I don't like that. Now, besides that, there isn't really much to dislike about this game. There's like, little glitches from here and there. My friend got locked out one time, had to reboot and sign back in, and that's kind of annoying. But I can't think of any issues that's so glaring that at least I haven't experienced any issues that are so glaring that I couldn't handle with when it comes to glitching and all that stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's really like nothing I can really think of that is really so horrible in this game that warrants such a lengthy discussion on what's bad about it. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not Anthem. And it's not to say Anthem's a bad game. Anthem's just incomplete. This game is complete, and what's as complete as can be. I think the only other thing I dislike is the way that they decided to do gear. Not gear. I mean cosmetics. And everybody's making you pay for cosmetics like that. But I remember in Division 1, it was necessarily easy to get cosmetics. While on Division 2, it's a struggle. All right, you don't. I can get it a lot, and it's not gonna be in every box, and you're gonna be sitting there wearing the same clothes. And I know everyone likes to change. I got lucky, you get some good stuff. You have to search for it. It's not gonna come to you easy. You will get some keys for like the little cosmetic boxes that you open up that they had in Division 1 as well. But I don't know, man. I wish it was more accessible, and I wish they weren't promoting, buying them with real money. I'm okay with using in-game currency. I'm okay with them and like promoting buying more in-game currency. I'm okay with all that, but it's just it's a part of the game. It's part of the game that a lot of people like, especially me. With everybody, I know some people don't like the winter stuff for New York and like the limited options of what to wear. Man, my guy was decked out. I had all the parkas. I remember I had this suit because I got the season pass. And I loved it. I loved the accessibility to be able to wear whenever I wanted to. And so it kind of sucks now that they're really pushing this, buy more, cosmetics, buy them, buy the packs, do all that stuff like that, instead of just promoting grind more or buying the in-game currency, which I'd rather them have. But that's honestly, like I said, I can't really think too much. There's not really much of a big bullet spend problem. You got a good gun, you're gonna take down the bad guys. Now that for the big brutes guys, they make them big and brutish. There's a lot more weak points on them. If you just shoot them straight up, it's gonna take a long time to kill him. But if you get around him, you outmaneuver him, you get the guy's weak points, he goes down quick. So there's not much really to add. I guess there's more stuff I do like. This is so much stuff I like this game. They really have and this supposed to be a section where I'll talk bad about the game, but it's not much to talk bad about. It's so good. So many things I love about it. There's a control points in this game. You go there and you get good gear from them, and they're in every single section. So as you level up and you move on to harder areas, you're gonna get better loot just by running around the game. And it's man, I could suffer this game for hours, man. I really could. Now, from my first impressions, my overall view of this game, if you can't tell, is that it's a must-buy. It's a game that I feel like I'm hoping that it stands up to what it says, and that when the DLC, which will be free, comes out, it's gonna be fun. Would I buy the season pass? Personally, I probably won't. I may change my opinion the more I get into the game, but the season pass perks is just you kind of you get to play like 7 days earlier than everybody else. I'm like, I still get the content, so I'm not paying another $60 or however much the season pass is. But Ultimate Edition, I don't necessarily know if that's worth it or not, because you don't really get anything really extra, except for like I said, the 7-day extra play, and then you get some skins and some cosmetics, which for some people are really important. It's low key important to me, low key not important. But besides that, I can't really I can't think of anything. I can't have any reason to buy that extra edition. But I will say this game is worth the buy. You'll have fun for hours. You'll never get tired of it. And if you do, you'll take a break. You'll go out about your day. And by the time day's over, you want to come back. Because all day I've been thinking about this game. And I know I'm going to start playing it as soon as I'm done with this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and for this game I won't be doing very series like stuff. Every stronghold I do will be on here. When I start the PvP, I'll probably do a little video for that. Also, if you guys want to watch me live stream this, I'll be live streaming on Mixer for Xbox. I'm working on my Twitch. Both of those links are on my page. They're in the header. Please subscribe to that so you can watch my streams, check me out, and see how I feel as I play the games I play. Besides that, I'll talk to you guys later. There's one more thing I want to say. for this season, I'm not doing the concurrent seasons because there's so much in this game. I know there's other people who are doing it, man, and kudos to them. But I feel like I wouldn't be able to show you everything in the game, and at some point I would just stop doing it, and I feel like it's a disservice. So I'm just gonna try and stick to all the really momentous big occasions, which are the strongholds. And when the raids come out, you bet I'm gonna have every raid on here for you guys, so you guys can see it. If I find some strats in my group, whoever we end up doing it with, find strats for, I'll definitely post those and try to help you guys out through your journey through this game as well. So thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.